Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I was like, right, I'm going to do a video on the Deck of Fates as soon as it pops. And then I realized I had a bit of time before that happens. I thought I'd go into this Hydra run and let this play out first. Like literally, basically 50 minutes later, the Hydra run's still going on. And I'm like, right, now I'm late for the video I wanted to do. We're going to talk about the Deck of Fates in a second. What's quite funny about this team is it probably shouldn't really work. I've got nobody that provokes. I've got no one specifically dealing with the head of Torment. I've got no one... I don't know. Anyway, look. It's basically throwing in OP Hydra champions into one team and just seeing what happens. And yeah, I'm going to hit the turn limit, which is kind of funny. Not that I'm doing like obscene damage or anything like that. Fairly obscene damage for an average player, I guess. But just like the amount of control I've got on these heads is kind of sickening. The amount of... opportunities for decreased speed. We've got the Hex going out there so that I can hit any head when I choose to. I've got no like designated reviver or anything like that. I'm just keeping people alive with the squad. And yeah, kind of sickening that this is going to go right the way through to total kind of like turn count. In fact, let's just end it. Let's end it and get on with the video. I ain't got time for this. This is my job. I ain't got time for this. I was doing all my damage here anyway. Mission Archie 100 mil, and then basically a spread between everyone else. I was interested to see what Gizmak would do, but considering he's doing like burn igniting, actually not anywhere near as much damage as I thought he was going to do in this team. Anyway, let's get on to this. So Deck of Fates just pop in. What are we saying? What are we saying, Raid? You don't let me into the game. Come on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right. I was thinking, oh, look, I haven't even got a... Is she dead? She's not even geared. She's not even geared. How the hell's that team working? I haven't put any gear on her yet. Absolutely insane. I thought I geared her the other day. Why is she not dead? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. How did she not die? What the hell? How the hell did she not die in that squad? How does she still do 7 mil damage? Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Oh, man. Imagine if I gear her. The team's going to go berserk. Oh, that's too funny. Right, okay, let's get on with this. Deck of Fates just dropped. What's going on? Let me see this image a minute. What's going on here? We've got mythical gear. Okay, yeah. There's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of bait going on right now. Yeah, obviously... The Vault Keeper is coming out soon. Should be this week that the Fusion event starts. Loads of people super hyped for this champion. And I think rightly so. As long as his multipliers make some sense, as long as his base stats make some sense, he's going to be one of the better Fusions we've ever had. Yeah, and I did a video saying, is he the best we've ever had? And rightly so, people are saying, well, hold on a minute. What about Newt? Yeah, fair. What about Brogni? Brogni's kind of a similar champion, I would say, but... still fair, like in that conversation, Pythian, like there's a whole bunch of Armands. There's a whole bunch of champions that have been insane. So I totally think that's fair. Anyway, Deck of Fate. Is this a bait to try and draw our resources before the fusion starts? Every event's got the potential to be that, okay? Every single event, if that's what you choose it to be. This is a game of choices. And right now, things like the Spider Turn Attack, for example, trying to win an event to get yourself a rare. Hold on, where is he? Where's the rare that you can get? Clear the Spider Dungeon in as few turns as possible to win Centurion. Where the hell's Centurion then? Am I going insane? Where is he? I don't know. I haven't done any of these because I don't need these champions, but where are the champions then? Am I being completely thick here? I don't know where the champions are. Anyway, any of these events can all be bait, yeah, if you want them to be. Like, it just comes down to how you want to play the game and all that sort of stuff. Is it because I've got the champion already? Must be. Okay. Right. Monday morning, I'm back. Yeah, so any of those events can be bait if you want them to be, right? So it comes down to how you want to play the game. But this one in particular, the Deck of Fate, there's some quite cool rewards in here. So we've got Slayer Gear. It's hard to get. Yeah, and the Slayer gear is quality. Like enemy champions that are doing AoE attacks, getting turn meter fill, 6-piece ignoring a big chunk of defense, as if you were wearing. It's basically as if you were wearing Fatal and Cruel gear, but you're also getting other stats along the way. It's a pretty nutty set with the chance, if you've got AoE attacks, to do and turn me to fill as well. And then you've also got this kind of like 9-piece added bonus of a repeat attack for those I'd say that do a load of AoE damage, but still it's good. Okay, so the Slayer set is decent, and we've got right the way up to mythical gear here. We've got things which are extremely difficult to get, like the artifacts, like the amulets, the rings and stuff like that, which, you know, complete your set. The more of these that you can get, the better long term. Like if I look at, bearing in mind I'm someone who actively does, you know, grab the Slayer stuff when we've got the events running, like how many decent pieces have I got in Slayer? I don't have anyone fully equipped in Slayer, by the way, right now, because I didn't have enough good pieces. But it's hard, right? It's hard to find real quality pieces in a set. This is a nice piece, because you need to get all the pieces to line this up, right? It's not just a case of, can I get one or two? You need a set, which means it's probably going to be a few iterations of the kind of rotation of the Forge Pass. You need a few of those to kind of roll around before you really start getting some good sets. So to get some additional kind of like top-up stuff like this is good. But when we look at the event, so again, as always, it's like 40 cards, 40,000 points. Aside of the Slayer gear, there is a Void Shard in there. There is a couple of books. Nothing else really of massive value in there, right? And obviously, if you do manage to turn 3 in a row, yes, cool stuff. But 1,000 points per card, and you know the cost to do this in terms of grab the stuff and level up. I mean, you're talking about turning, what do we need here? So we need 40,000 points. I guess it's going to be a combination, but 40,000 points is going to be nigh on 100 pieces taken to level 16 at 6-star. So, you know, call that on average a couple of mil. That's, well, even a mil. That's like 100 million silver. And obviously you can get pieces along the way. But if we're talking about needing 40,000 points to cap it out, you don't have to cap any of this stuff out, by the way. But if you were running, let's say, stage 10 hard of something, right? So 10 hard of something, and on average you're getting, you know, a good amount of between kind of epic and legendary pieces. Let's say you're scoring on average like 36 points per run. This is just in collecting pieces. You're talking about, you know, 1,000 odd runs, you know, 20 odd thousand energy of doing that. Combination of the two, it's probably going to be more like, you know, 500 odd runs and leveling up a whole bunch of gear to max this out. It's a lot. Some people literally sitting on insane amounts of silver. Like some people, for them, I would just level a load of stuff up. That's fine. Some people have got infinite energy and they'll just be like, well, I'm just going to go and run Spider Hard 10 a load of times and get it done. So people in that situation, fine. But the average player that is kind of like prepping for a fusion, and that's what you should be doing if you want Wixwell here, or Mixwell. Yeah, I mean, this is just do what you were going to do on the day and don't go above that. Like, you should be saving your silver. We know a fusion's coming. You're going to have 3 artifact events, most likely, in that fusion, and it's going to absorb most of your silver. Okay? Most of it. Like, I've done these on free-to-plays. I've shown you that. It's insanely, like, intense for your resources. So, you know, to throw a load of your, like, gems or, you know, resources into this, I think would be kind of crazy. I'm not saying I won't do it. I probably will do it, or I'll do an element of it. But I'm not going to be, even at my level, I'm not going to be like transforming tons of my gems into getting this done and that sort of thing. I'll level up gear that makes some sense to level for me, but it's not a great event for the average player. Like, it's not. You can earn silver. Obviously, I mean, I've got tons of forge materials that I could use. I actually struggle more with the Magisteel at my level because I don't have a great hull to improve. But a lot of my stuff to forge is all of this lower level, which honestly I would just be building it to sell it on any of like the best sets. Maybe not Bolster there, but so that's why I have so many forge materials, because I don't have Magisteel coming out of my ears. I kind of hold until there's a decent time to do it, and I only create like the top level stuff. But on my free to play, if you'd seen that, yeah, I could create tons of silver out of just, you know, making the lowest level gear and then just selling it. So there's ways to make the silver, but honestly, I would be considering making the silver for, you know, for fusion prep, not for this. So it's down to what you guys want to do. You know, the rewards are decent in their own way, but it's extremely expensive. And I guess there are like mythical pieces in here. Maybe what I'll do, I'll max this bad boy out. Can I even do that? It's going to cost so much silver. I don't even have the silver myself. Can I max this bad boy out? Maybe I will. Over the next day or so. How long have we got on this? 4 days. Over the next day or two. If you want me to, I'll max it out and I'll show you what it looks like, you know, in terms of what I actually get. It's all random though. Like I might get good pieces, I might get crap pieces. Just be aware of that. Like it's all randomized. So even if I showed you that, doesn't change necessarily what would happen for you or whether it's worth for you. But this is definitely aimed as more of an end game event, I would say. So if you're going to do anything, just play the game like you would normally play the game. You'll probably end up flipping like 7 or 8 cards over the next few days. But the fusion will kick in likely Thursday. So as that's ending, the fusion is likely to kick in. And at that point, you know, then you get going. So yeah, anyway, look, bit of a waffly chat. Sorry about that. But yeah, let me know what you think of this event. I'll see you in the next one.